To build a mobile view, first we'll need to log in with your CMaps Analytics account. Upon logging in, the first thing that we'll need to do is set up a repository, in this case, a Google Docs repository. We'll name this repository, and then we're going to need to authorize CMaps Analytics to work with Google Drive. Upon clicking OK, it will navigate you to the Google Drive place where you'll need to log in with your Google account and authorize access for CMaps Analytics to communicate with your Google Docs. Upon doing that, you're going to finalize this repository and it will generate the Google Docs repository for you now to use and pull layers from. Selecting the Layers tab on the left, we're going to add a new layer. We're going to select Google Docs. And now we'll get a list of all of the Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets available to us to use. We're going to scroll down, and in this case we're going to select a Google Doc that's a list of all the competitors that we're analyzing within our region. I can preview the data and see what the information looks like directly out of my Google spreadsheet. We want to name this individual layer so that when I go to create a map view, I can reuse this single layer over and over again. We enter the description so that I have more information about this individual layer, and then we need to fill in a few properties. In this case, this is going to be points on a map. I can select one of many different icon styles, and I can even change the default color. We're not going to use alerts in this case, so we're going to turn that off, and I want to share this with other users in my company, so I'm going to turn sharing on. Upon selecting Save, this layer is now available to use. Now we're going to create a view. A view is a combination of layers so that when we create a view, all we need to do is select the layers I want to be drawn on top of the map. I need to name this layer so I know how to call it up at any point in time. And then I can decide if I want to share this with the users in my company. Using the data from the report, I can also dynamically zoom. We select OK. And now this layer is available for me to use. Upon opening this layer, it's going to connect directly to the Google Doc, download the data to my device, and then display it as a layer on top of my map. Because we had auto zoom turned on, the map will automatically pan and zoom to my data originating from my Google spreadsheet. As you can see here, we have some basic market share numbers along with some comments. If I open up this spreadsheet, I can see that I've stored some comments about each one of the competitors. I'm going to go ahead and enter in a couple notes that I'm tracking within my Google spreadsheet. And then when we click OK, it's automatically saved. So when I refresh my CMaps Analytics View, I'll instantly get the latest and greatest data originating from my Google spreadsheet. Now if we go back to the same location, we can see reflected the latest data from my Google spreadsheet, and I can even go into a street view to see the individual coffee shop or competitor that we're looking at. At this point, we can even use other selection tools to select all of the locations and actually compare them in a single tile view and get a street view. Maybe I've got 4 or 5 competitors that I really need to focus my energies on, so I can select them quickly, bookmark them, and now I have this information at my fingertips the next time I open up my CMaps Analytics View.